Now, strategic planning and strategic decision making in a business is absolutely crucial. That's going to pretty much decide whether you're going to stay alive on the market or not. There are commonly used tools in strategic management, in which one of is the most well-known SWOT analysis. However, there are so many times that people do not know how to do this right. So I'm going to show you how to avoid the most common mistakes that everyone makes when doing a SWOT analysis. Mistake number one. This is the most common mistake when people confuse internal and external aspects of the business, and hence why doing SWOT analysis all wrong. So let's clarify this. Strengths and weaknesses relate to the internal side of the business, and opportunities and threats relate to the external aspects of your business. The easiest way to distinguish between the two is by actually reviewing every single factor that you mention in your SWOT analysis and ask the question, is it something I have a control of, or is it actually just an environmental factor that I have no control of? If I have control of it, it is internal, and if I don't have any control of it, it is external. The second most common mistake is actually lack of specificity and being too vague. Have you ever listed on your SWOT analysis as a strength
good brand reputation or amazing customer service?
Anything as such are pretty vague and doesn't really explain your absolute strength within this statement. So you need to become more specific. So how can you fix this? Well, instead of saying your business have good brand reputation, for example, you can actually ask back, why do you say that? And if your answer is actually measurable and it means that your business, let's say, won already any awards in customer service, or you actually had a research that said your brand was in the top 5 most recognized brands within your market, then that is exactly what you should state in your SWOT analysis instead of using very generic terms. The third most common mistake is actually a combined mistake, which is the failure of prioritizing as well as not using a scoring system to make your SWOT analysis measurable. Let me explain. If you find yourself writing your SWOT and actually listing 10 weaknesses and on the other side just one opportunity, what you create with this is a very unbalanced picture. Like I said, it is a combined mistake. So how do you prioritize? The way you prioritize is by using a scoring system and actually find and identify those factors within your list that has the most impact on your business. So you utilize your resources and efforts in the best way possible. Mistake number 4 is the hottest one. I cannot even explain to you how many people miss this one. And that's actually ignoring your own competition. SWOT analysis is not just about your business, it's also about your competitors. So you must analyze your competitors and identify opportunities and threats that exist through your competitors in your external space. Not only that, but by understanding your competitors' strengths and weaknesses, you can then go back into your SWOT analysis once more and redefine your own advantages or disadvantages that you can only identify once understanding your competition. And finally, we arrive to mistake number 5, which is just doing it once. Why are you doing your SWOT analysis only one time? When, in fact, the world doesn't sit still just as well, your business shouldn't do so. So you need to recognize the all-time changing world around you and within your business, as well as within your employees, because sometimes you might lose an internal skill set by actually firing the wrong employee or hiring a better one, and quickly your strength gonna change internally because you just hired an expertise on board who gonna bring you a lot more resources than when initially you have done your SWOT analysis with your previous team. So that's just a very, very quick example to this. But here's a bonus tip. Many academics actually started to question whether SWOT analysis is a good one or not, is it useful or not. And you know why? It's because many times you find yourself doing SWOT analysis by yourself, and all you can rely on is your own personal perspective and subjectivity. And instead of having that step away approach from the issue and looking at completely objectively. So you bring in a lot of other layers of issues to your SWOT analysis if you do it all by yourself. So my bonus tip is doing SWOT analysis as part of a team. If you don't have a team because you work by yourself or you work for yourself, then involve anyone around you. You can ask family, you can ask friends. Tell them about your business, tell them about what you think that are your strengths and weaknesses, and just simply listen to them. What do they have to say? I'm not saying that to take everything on board that they say, but let other people to tell you what they think. And then you can have a lot more deeper understanding. Where do you stand? Don't let your SWOT analysis to just become some basic checklist tool, but rather become the actual strategic tool that it was invented to be. This all depends on you and all your understanding and additional work that you will put in avoiding these mistakes. If you find this video useful, you can leave a comment below or share it on your platforms, wherever you feel comfortable with. You will not only help me to grow my platform, but also you're gonna allow other people to find this content and maybe help them to do a little better with their SWOT analysis. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you next.